At 26 years old, Jeff Bezos only had a garage full of books, a computer, and a vision to start an online bookstore. Fast forward, as of today in 2024, Jeff Bezos' net worth is worth over $200 billion. And that company he started in his garage in Seattle in USA, it has now got a market cap of $1.9 trillion. So how did he do it? What quality or traits did Jeff Bezos possess that turned him to a phenomenon that made him so successful in his field? Well, in this video today, I'm going to share 2 traits that I learned from Jeff Bezos that made him successful in his field. I spent hours watching Jeff Bezos interviews, reading about him, and these 2 common traits kept on coming up. And I realized that these 2 traits propelled him to be successful in his field. And I believe that if you're going to stick with me to the end of this video, that these 2 traits are going to help you achieve whatever you're looking to achieve in your life. Now, before I start this video, I just want to put it out there that this video is not going to be for everyone, because I am well aware that it's not everyone that wants to achieve extraordinary results. It's not everyone that wants to achieve extraordinary success. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. If that's not you, then I'll say maybe you should turn this video off. But if you are here and you want to see extraordinary results, if you want to reach a different height that you've never reached before, then this video is for you. And on the side note, I just want to put it out there as a disclaimer. I'm not saying that these 2 traits are going to turn you into a billionaire or make you have a company that's going to have a market cap of $1.9 trillion. Because we all know that in order to reach those levels, it's going to take more than just 2 traits to reach those levels. In fact, if it was that easy, I'm sure that we all be doing it. There's more to the element of becoming a billionaire and reaching those levels that Jeff Bezos has reached. But what I am saying is that these 2 traits that I'm about to teach you in this video is going to help you achieve extraordinary results. So if you are one of those people that want to see extraordinary results in their life, stay tuned, because in this video I'm going to share 2 traits that I learned from Jeff Bezos. So the very first trait I learned from Jeff Bezos that turned him into a phenomenon is the word obsession. Jeff Bezos had an obsession at an early start of his career. He had an obsession, and I'm going to teach you what obsession that Jeff Bezos had that allowed Amazon to become the company that it is today. But before we get into that, let's quickly define what obsession is, because sometimes when we mention the word obsession, we often think of negative connotation. We look at the negative side of obsession, but I want us to look at the positive side of obsession. So let's define what obsession is. Well, obsession is an idea or a thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes on a person's mind. An obsession, in other words, is something that you cannot stop thinking about, something that always plays in your mind over and over again. That is an obsession. We all know it. There's something that you constantly think about that doesn't leave you, that tells you that you need to do this, you are born to do this, you should succeed in this field, you should try do this. Is that there's something that keeps playing in your mind over and over again. That is the obsession that we're talking about in this video. So what kind of obsession did Jeff Bezos had at an early start of his life? Well, one of the obsessions that Jeff Bezos had that he constantly reminds us in countless of interviews is that Jeff Bezos had an obsession on focusing on customer experience, giving the customers the best customer service they can possibly think of. That was Jeff Bezos' obsession. In fact, in an interview, this is what Jeff Bezos said. He said, "I believe that if you can focus obsessively enough on customer experience, such as selection, ease of use, low prices, and more information to make purchase decision, if you can give customers all that plus a great customer experience, if you can do all of this, then I believe you will succeed." This was his early motto when he was starting Amazon.com. He wanted his employees to understand that we at Amazon.com focus on customer experience. He said that often when he speaks to other CEOs and other entrepreneurs, he realized that a lot of those companies were obsessively focusing on the competitor, focusing on product, focusing on prices, and focusing on everything else but customer experience. Jeff Bezos was so obsessed that he introduced customer reviews. He was so obsessed with having good customer experience that he introduced customer reviews to Amazon.com. And at that early stage, when these customer reviews wasn't as popular as it is today, other business owners and CEOs will tell Jeff Bezos, like, have you gone crazy? You can't possibly give customers the opportunity to tell you how bad your products are, because you are trying to sell to customers, but with all this customer reviews, you're going to drive customers away. And that's the one way that these other CEOs and entrepreneurs were looking at it. But Jeff Bezos was looking at it from a different point of view. He thought like, let's get the customers' feedback. Let's find out what the customers want. Why are they not purchasing this? And why are they purchasing? He wants to know their review because his obsessiveness was all about customer experience. So in that, there is no secret why Amazon.com is so successful today. I believe today we live in a world where most young people are just merely interested in what they're doing. They haven't crossed over to the obsession part. They're kind of interested in what they're doing. When you speak to people day to day and you ask them, what are you trying to achieve in your life? You can just tell from their attitude that they're just interested in what they're pursuing. They are only interested in pursuing the master degree. They're only interested in becoming an entrepreneur. They are only interested in becoming an influencer. They're only interested in starting a YouTube channel, but they are not obsessed with it. In fact, Tim Grover, the former Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant personal coach, said this. He said, interested people watch, obsessive people change the world. And I agree with that. I mean, think about it. Anyone who truly achieved massive success have crossed that path, crossed that bridge of just being interested. I mean, they are just obsessed. They're just obsessed with becoming the best. In fact, Kobe Bryant in one of his interviews once said that I'm so obsessed with being the best basketball player that I can possibly be. There is an obsession. And if you're watching me today, you have to learn to become more obsessed with what you're doing. You can't afford to just be interested. Like I said, this video is not for everyone. This is for people that just want to be extraordinary. Because I can already hear people say, well, why should I be obsessed? That's, that could be toxic and everything. But this is strictly for people who are interested in achieving extraordinary results. We have to become obsessive. We have to become obsessed with the things that we're trying to achieve. We can't just be interested. Can't be moving like if it succeed, then, we can't be moving like, oh, let's see if it will succeed. We have to move with the mentality that it has to succeed. There's something in your life right now that requires you to be obsessive about. Can you honestly say that you're obsessed with the thing that you're trying to achieve? What does it mean? Meaning that you're constantly thinking about it. It constantly plays on your mind. How can I become better at what I'm doing? How can I be one of the best in my field? How can I serve my clients more? How can I make better music as an artist? These are the things that you need to start thinking about. Become obsessed with what you're trying to achieve. And of course, when you become obsessive, people will start looking at you like you're crazy. Like Jeff Bezos. They said, are you crazy? Why are you going to put customer reviews under the website? Don't do that. Jeff Bezos didn't listen to those people because he was so obsessed. When you become obsessed with your goals, obsessed with your dreams, you seem crazy to the average mind. You seem like you're not normal. In fact, that's a good sign. When people look at you like you're not normal, that is a very good sign that you have crossed that bridge from being just interested. You often hear people say, why are you always talking about your business? Why are you always in the gym? Why are you always talking about the grind? Why are you always in a library studying? Why are you always talking about you want to achieve another degree in your field? When you hear people like that, you know they're not on the wavelength as you. They're just interested. But you, the reason why you're feeling like that, the reason why you constantly keep thinking like that is because you are obsessed with it. So that's the first trait that I learned from Jeff Bezos, that in order to reach extraordinary heights, extraordinary results, we have to be obsessed with what we're doing. How often are you thinking about the things that you want to achieve? How often are you working on yourself? How often are you pursuing your dreams, your goals? Are you just relaxing? Are you just chilling? Or are you going all out just like Jeff Bezos did? That's the first thing that I learned from Jeff Bezos. Become obsessed. And number two, the second trait that I learned from Jeff Bezos is the innovative mind, or as Jeff Bezos likes to put it, the beginner's mind. And what do we mean when we speak of the innovative mind or the beginner's mind? This is what we mean. In 1994, in his small garage, Jeff Bezos had a vision to start an online bookstore, which he successfully accomplished. And after accomplishing that, it was time to take it to the next level. And in an interview that I watched from Jeff Bezos, he said that he randomly emailed 1,000 customers asking them this question: what would you like to see us sell? And he said as he began to receive replies from his email, he then realized that the answers he was getting back was that the customers wanted Amazon.com to sell what they were currently looking for. So he said one email would say that I wish you could sell a toaster. I wish you could sell a TV set. I wish you could sell a stereo set. So he then realized that, hold on, we can sell anything here now. He realized that it was time to not position himself just as a online bookstore, but position himself as a distributor of many different products. So in another interview that I watched of Jeff Bezos, he speaks of the beginner's mind. He said you need to become an expert in your domain area, but as well as being an expert in your domain area, you also need to develop a beginner's mind. And he said often the reason why many people do not have the innovative mind or the beginner's mind is because they become such an expert in a domain area that they're not ready to learn something fresh. They're not ready to learn new ideas. You know, there was a very popular company that used to rent out movies to us. So every Friday night, many people will go to this particular movie distributor and we'll go and rent our movies, and then a few days later or so, we'll return the movie. Now, did you know that that same company, when an organization like Netflix came in, it left them bankrupt, that today that company no longer stands? And the question is, why is that company no longer standing? It's because that company didn't learn to innovate. Whilst Netflix as a company saw the trend that was taking place right now with online, they decided, why not rent movies to people by giving them a subscription and giving them a library full of movies? You see, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have an innovative mind, if you do not look at the latest trends in your industry, in your field, if you do not conclude on with what is going on around in your industry, you are going to get left behind like that company. And at an early stage, Jeff Bezos knew that if he just focused on books, then he would just reach a certain plateau and he would not be able to be the person that we speak of today. He realized that it was time to expand. He already became an expert in that domain of books. Now it's time to spread our wings. So I put it out to you today that become an expert in your domain. I mean, become an expert. Whatever you're doing today with your life, become an expert in your domain. Become an expert student. Become an expert entrepreneur. Become an expert musician. Become an expert technician. Become an expert in your domain. But whilst you're becoming an expert, please be ready for fresh ideas. Look at the trends that's currently going on in your industry today. Look at the new ways of doing things, because the world is moving so fast that the way we were doing things even last year is different from this very year. And I believe that those people out there who are quick to innovate are the ones that are going to succeed in our time. These traits of Jeff Bezos constantly propelled him to be successful. Are you being innovative? Are you currently being innovative in your field? Are you doing things differently? Are you doing things in a quicker way, in a fresher way? Or are you still stuck in an old mentality way? Are you still stuck in the old ways of doing things? Become innovative. These are the two traits that I learned from Jeff Bezos that I strongly believe that propelled him to become the person that he is. Of course, there's many things that made the man who he is today, but I believe as viewers, if we can tap into these two traits, if we can become obsessive with our ideas, with our vision, with our goals, with whatever we're trying to achieve in our life, if we can become obsessive with that thing, I believe that we will reach our destination. We will reach our goal. I also believe that if we have the innovative mind, whatever field that we are currently in, we will be the first people to be doing the things differently in our industry. And Jeff Bezos said in that interview that the world is too complex to invent new things, and that all you need to do is to find new ways to take that same thing and take it to another level. And that's all you have to do to be extraordinary results. Guys, as always, on this channel, we would like to leave our viewers with practical steps, because I'm not here just to inspire you, motivate you, or to pump you. I want to leave every single video with something practical. I want to leave you with something that you can take away today and start working on it. And today's practical step is this, that I want you every single week to start studying the latest trends and the different ways of doing things in your industry. So for example, if you're a videographer, I want you to start to look at the latest cameras, the latest edit softwares. If you are a student, I want you to start to look at different ways of learning, different way of consuming information. If you are an entrepreneur, I want you to start to look at different ways of reaching your clients. If you are a musician, I want you to think about, how can I reach my core audience? Guys, I want you to every single week to start thinking about, what are the trends? What are the things that is new in my industry that I can tap into and be one of the first people to tap into those trends and those new things that's going on in my industry? And how can I use that new trend or use that new thing and level it up to another level? Because like I said, the things that we were doing last year may not even be relevant this year. So we always have to be innovative. So I want you to do this every single week. And I strongly believe that if we can stay focused, if we can stop being interested in the things that we want to achieve, but become obsessed with it, becoming the best in your industry, become obsessed with the thing that you're trying to achieve in life. And I believe, attached with the innovative mind, I believe that you could possibly be the next Jeff Bezos, or even better, you could possibly be the best version of yourself. Guys, if you like videos like this and you would like for me to continue to produce videos like this, then I would need your help. I would need you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share it with people that need to hear this. My name is Rudolf High-Definition. Be inspired today. Thank you for watching. When we mention Michael Jackson, what's one of the first few things that come to your mind? Because that will be your legacy. But some of you guys, when we mention your name,